Hey guys, it's Cody with Homestead, and today we are doing the much promised and awaited VEVOR Chicken Run. This product has been all over Amazon, Temu, all these shopping sites, and anytime you type in the words Metal Chicken Run Buy on Google, you will start seeing ads for this. So real quick, if this video helps you make an informed decision, I would really like you to drop a like and subscribe below. We have a lot of videos on this channel, and we are super dedicated to helping homesteaders make the most informed decisions out there. And this is one of them. So the whole point of this product, right, is it looks like a very big and cheap chicken run that is affordable for people and stuff like that. However, there's a lot of pros and cons of this thing, and it really depends on your situation, what you're looking for, and some of the unique factors that are located to you. So anyways, stick around, and here we go. So the first part of the chicken run I wanted to review is going to be the materials, and we're starting with the netting. So this is the thing that I've seen the most questions on online. And I've got some footage of me kind of messing with the chicken coop here in the background playing. I just kind of want you to pay attention to some of the things you're seeing. So the first thing that is a big note is that this is not standard chicken wire. This is going to be a type of mesh that is PVC coated. Okay? So the problem with that is that this stuff is not extremely durable. You can easily pull it apart. It does got some stretch, which is really good. But the issue is that if you live in an area with large predators, or a limb falls on the top of your chicken coop, or something crashes into it, more than likely that chicken wire is going to tear, right? Like I said, it's super cool that it's so flexible, because there's been multiple times where my chickens have run into it, and that little bit of give has kept the chickens from getting hurt, which has been awesome. Another thing that I want to talk about the netting is that you can see multiple times in the video how the netting is held together with zip ties. Zip ties are like the fundamental building block of this product, and I personally am not a huge fan of that, right? It's fine. I know it's a cost-cutting measure, but at the end of the day, it's not great, right? And as you can see here in the video, there's a lot of overlap between the pieces because of the way that you have to cut. And those pieces create many overlaps. You see in the video, I'm sticking my hand through sections of the fence, which is, okay if you have enough zip ties, but to really seal this thing up where there was like a no chance of something getting in, you would need 4 times the amount of zip ties they give you, and they give you a ton of zip ties. It's just the overlap of this product is a major negative for me. Okay, and that's just because I want the safety of my chickens. While a large predator like a bird might not be able to get in directly, if a hawk dives and it hits one of those overlaps and that overlap gives just enough, I have seen incidents where hawks have been able to get into quote unquote completely sealed chicken coops. And that's a big thing for me. So just be aware, no matter what the pictures show, you are not getting a chicken coop that has metal chicken wire. You are going to get something that is a little bit weaker, and it is coated in a PVC sealant. That is like the biggest thing for me, and to me, it's one of the largest negatives of the product. So the first thing I want to talk about is a manufacturer's defect that we encountered in the build. You can see me here kind of showing this video. Basically what happened is this pole has little teeth that are left over from the cut, and it creates an incompatibility to be inserted onto the poles themselves. Luckily we were able to fix this up. However, this was an issue earlier on, and I really had to sand this down. A much bigger issue, as you can see from the video going in the background, is the durability of the poles. These poles bend extremely easy, and considering that this whole thing is made of a lightweight aluminum, it creates a big structural issue. So that was the front door of my coop, And we're going to the back of the pen now, and you're going to see here that the back also has a bend. So the thing about these poles was these were not bent when the poles were in shipping. This was done after the coop was assembled and it was in its most quote unquote structurally sound form. All me and my fiance did was we grabbed the coop and we shifted the coop slightly to the left just to move it, and it resulted in these bends. So overall, if you live in an area that has large predators or a high wind area where wind impact can happen, this product is not super durable, right? You're going to have issues where, for example, we have black bears around here. If a black bear were to crash into this thing, it would destroy and bend those pipes. If a tree limb were to fall and crash onto the chicken coop, it is not going to offer any protection of those chickens other than maybe slowing the limb down if it were to go through that fence or those poles onto their house. So like the chicken house. So it would slow it down just a little bit, but it's not super durable. One of the benefits of this lightweight aluminum is that it's very easy to move. It doesn't take it doesn't take a lot to move this, the assembled, run. Myself, fiance, she's not a very big woman. We were able to move it around and shift it around and get it onto the fresh grass for our chickens. That is a pro, but the lightweight aluminum is just very, very fragile as a whole. For the connection hardware, I have to say this is one part that I feel like the product actually excels at. The connection points, the T-joints, all the little joints are all well made. They're made of a different metal than the aluminum connecting poles. They're not super strong compared to, like something that's made of pure steel. However, it would take substantially more effort to bend them, and they are much stronger than the connecting poles, as I said. Overall, this is a piece of the product that I felt like was done right, and I feel like that it is this is a well-made piece. So for the construction of the VEVOR Chicken Run, I have to say that the construction is kind of a pro for the product. The aluminum poles are very easy to lift, so if you're a smaller person, it's not a big heavy lift, right? The packaging itself is pretty heavy, but overall, it's very lightweight product. The second thing is that the connection teeth are a kind of a unique feature. So the ability to just push those little buttons on the end down and connect everything together, as you're seeing me and Angie do here in the video, is relatively easy. I mean, you don't need a rocket surgery degree to do this. Anybody can do it as long as you can read the directions. Very easy to do. One thing that was a little frustrating was the netting. Doing the netting is definitely a two-person job. You are not going to be able to do the netting by yourself without losing your mind, especially if you are shorter like Angie is. You do need two people kind of just to hold everything in place, lock everything down, and zip tie it together. The self-drilling screw bits, it doesn't say in the directions that you need a drill, but we use a drill, and that was something I kind of wish was advertised in there. The door lock mechanism, the picture that's included in the directions is a little confusing, but we were able to figure it out. I explained it in the video, but I could see where someone who's not familiar with like construction and stuff could be a little confused. So overall, construction is a pro for this thing. It's very easy to construct. At no point were we like throwing our heads up against the wall. As you can see from most of the video, we're joking and having fun. So not a bad time on the construction. We kind of briefly covered this in the connecting poles section, but I just want to stress durability again. So this product and durability and pricing, I believe, are related to one another. I believe they go hand in hand in a lot of ways. And for me, the durability of the product is lacking. As you can tell from the video that I'm showing you right now, we have our chickens very close to our house. They're in a flat area. They're not near trees, right? So for us, we don't worry a lot about predators just because it's a high traffic area. I'm not saying there wouldn't be predators. I'm not saying the tree limb wouldn't fall over and crush our chicken coop. However, we do minimize that by just the proximity to our house. With the poles bending so easy and the net being so flimsy, I cannot recommend this thing for durability. For us, we have independent chicken houses, so the two chicken houses you see back in the back, we lock those every night. We do not leave our chicken houses open. So we don't take the risk of letting this product stand up to the predators in the area. We also, by close the chicken houses, they have little latches and locks, and we lock those both nights, right? So that is a step that we do to mitigate the lack of durability that this product has. Once again, the connecting poles and the PVC pipe are true weak points of this product. And if you wanted to go in and replace that PVC coated netting with true chicken wire, that would be an easy upgrade. However, there's not a short and easy method to upgrade these connecting poles, which are the backbone and spine of this product. When it comes to pricing, like I said, I believe these things go hand in hand. So we ordered this product from Amazon for $332.93. For the size, so ours is 9 by 25 by 6 by 6, right? So 6 feet tall, 25 feet long, 9 feet wide. There is not a chicken coop on the market that you're going to find on Tractor Supply that you're going to be able to get for that price. That is a large chicken coop, and the one that you see in the background of this video is 10 by 10, and that chicken coop was $335, right? That kennel dog with the cover and everything, right? You're not going to find that, right? You're not going to be able to get that. So when you take in the size, is it good for the price for the size? Absolutely. Is it good for the price of the durability? No, it is not. The durability is lacking. However, the size and the ability that it gives the chickens to access so much fresh grass. For us, we live in an area, we have eagles, we have ospreys, Cooper's hawks, red-tailed hawks, we have falcons. We have so many birds of prey in our area because we're at this wildlife refuge that giving our birds fresh grass is super important to us, right? We like them to be happy. They're working hard for us, so we should give them the best life possible. The price, I would say that the price is a little high. The durability is just lacking so much. If this product was at $270, I would recommend it 100%. But I feel like that in its current state, it is just too expensive with the lack of protection, even though it is so large. For the pros of this product, there are a few. I've got 4, right? So first is the product is lightweight. I know that that is a detriment to some, but for us, we move our chicken coop a lot, our chicken run a lot, because we love our chickens on fresh grass. We love seeing them happy and healthy, right? And I believe this is an important part of our job as caretakers. So the ability for this thing to be lightweight is pretty crucial for me as a homesteader. So I am going to give this a pro in lightweight. Just because it doesn't take 3 grown men to move it. Me and my fiance can move it, and it's very easy to do it. The next pro I want to talk about is everything except the netting is super easy to build. The connection pieces, you can literally give them to a small child and show them one time, and they can do it. I feel like there's a lot of stuff on the market these days that just takes so many people to do. If you're at home from work one day and you are putting together, you can easily knock out the general assembly by yourself, and then find a buddy or a friend or a loved one to help you with the netting. So it gets another point for me for the ease of construction. I know I hit on the price, but I try to put myself in everyone's shoes, right? Different walks of life. And one of the core tenets of this channel was to show you what it's like to build a homestead from the ground up on a budget because I'm working a full-time job. My fiance works a full-time job. We're not these Instagram influencers who are super rich or people who have a lot of money. So I get that everybody's dollar cost average is a little different. I do not believe that 332 was an unfair price. I think it should be lower. I said it was at 270, right? That's where I think it should be at. However, once again, as you can see in the background, that same chicken coop, the chicken run, the one that's got my two houses in it right now, that was $335 for a 10 by 10 structure of like something that's like solid steel, solid metal with a really good tarp. So if I can't say that I think everyone should buy it, but there are worse products out there for this price point. So I believe that it gets a point in pros for the price. The tarps, the next pro I'm gonna give is the tarps are well made. I know it's kind of hard to make a crappy tarp, but the fact that you get two large ones that cover up two panels, it gives you a lot of flexibility. If you've got a storm coming, you can put your coops in one section and double tarp it and make sure that they stay nice and dry, or snow's coming, stuff like that. So the fact that you provided two very large tarps of good quality is important to me, because if you look at the dollar cost average of going to Lowe's and buying not dollar cost average, the price of just going to Lowe's and buying a giant tarp, you can be looking at paying $30-$40 for a tarp unless you catch them on sale. So I'm going to give it a pro for the tarps as well. So going into the cons, we're going to start. I've already harped on it a lot, so I won't talk about it a ton. Durability. Durability is not this thing's strong suit. The lack of durability in the connecting poles and the PVC netting is a big detriment, especially if you have large predators in the area that can hit into that and bust it, or you have a area with a lot of trees or super heavy snow. So weather and large predators are a detriment factor to this thing. The next thing is the lightweightness of the product. I know I listed it as a pro. Some people who live in a high wind area may not find that to be a pro. So for example, when I was in Colorado, it was not uncommon for us to get 70 mile per hour wind storms out on the plains, and unless you had this thing tied down, I could 100% see it getting launched into oblivion just because of how lightweight it is. The next thing that I want to go into is just, once again, I can't hit on this enough, the netting. And just, if you don't have another person there with you, then you would probably be very frustrated in this general assembly. The normal construction, I gave it as a pro. You definitely need two people just because of how flimsy the netting is, and being able to zip tie everything, and given that zip ties are such a fundamental part of this thing's construction, you definitely need two people. Heck, even three people would be best, I believe. But yeah, overall, those are my three biggest complaints. So if you're keeping score, the score is 4 pros to 3 cons. For our final thoughts on the VEVOR Chicken Run, I have to say that if you are in a situation where you can't afford to either build or buy a better product, then there is nothing wrong with this. Just be aware of all the detriments that this product has. There are many on the market. You'll see ones from VEVOR. You'll see ones from Temu. You'll see ones on various brands on Amazon. All of these products are the same thing. It's just been slapped with that company's label on it. They're all the same thing with the same netting, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that people generally, from what I've said and I've read in the reviews, is people were not aware that this wasn't coming with like actual chicken netting instead of this PVC wire mesh stuff. Just be aware that, once again, the durability. I mean, you see aluminum pipes and you would believe that those would be fairly strong. However, they're not, and they bend super easy. And you know, we were very lucky. We saw it bend and we were able to stop it. I'm sure you can hammer it out, but I'm guessing that the product wouldn't be the same afterwards. Like the connection and the just fit of things wouldn't be the same afterwards, even after you tried to like hammer it out. Um, but I have to give this product 3 stars, right? I can't say that it's the best, but it's definitely not the worst. It's a functional thing, and I believe that you should take care of your stuff, and if you do, and it will last a long time. So I will give it 3 stars. Just if you can catch it on sale, I highly recommend catch it on sale. I once again, $270 is all you should be paying, not 330. But hey, I bought it so you didn't have to. So once again, this has been Cody with Home to Homestead. And if this video has helped you guys, I really appreciate a like and subscribe. We are really trying to just make the best homesteading community and spread the awareness out there so that we are all like building better lives for ourselves and providing fresh food and eggs and all those wonderful things that us homesteaders love to have. Anyways, guys, out here.